Hey everyone, my name is Sonia, and I was the person behind the camera on Joel's videos. And as you know, nothing has been posted on his channel in a very long time. And on the last video that was posted, he didn't look too good. Now, a lot of people have been saying in the discussion on his channel that Joel has passed away and that you guys are waiting for an update. So I feel like I owe it to you to give you an update, maybe a little bit of an explanation. So you want to know if Joel is still alive? I can't 100% answer that question, although I think he is, because I have Googled his name, looking for an obituary, and nothing has ever turned up. I know that Joel has a lot of problems, but he's also kind of a survivor, so I kind of figure, maybe if something really did happen, maybe I'd hear about it from his family, possibly, I don't know. But as far as I know, he's alive. It's just that he made a lot of people angry in Montreal, and at first, he had to sort of switch neighborhoods because he had become very unpopular, and maybe he's in a different neighborhood, or maybe he went to a different province. I really don't know, but I don't think he's dead, because I'm pretty sure that if he was, they would have put some kind of an obituary, and there isn't one. Well, while I'm here, I might want to address a couple other things that you guys have brought up. About his videos, a few years ago, Joel asked me to help him out. He needed a place to stay, and he was at a very low point in his life. I mean, he was so skinny, and his drug problems were just, completely out of control. And he was telling me he really wanted to get it together, and he asked me if he could detox at my place. And I have quite a bit of knowledge about, herbs and things that can help with detox, and I really cared about Joel a lot, and so I just couldn't say no. And when he stayed here, we decided that we would videotape his experience detoxing using herbs. And I know that people, when they're going through withdrawal, they find it comforting to see other people who are going through the same thing. I can't explain this phenomenon. Maybe it's just a way of connecting with another person sort of indirectly and feeling less alone. But I know that it brings comfort to people to see someone else getting through it. And two, since we were using herbs, we thought, maybe someone out there might get some helpful advice or whatever, just to see how it went for him, and like how would that maybe go for you. So we decided to film that, and then after that we started posting updates, and it just became like an ongoing chronology of his life. And I was hoping that the story would end well. I was hoping that Joel would get through his detox and he would get his life together, and that he would, everything would just go up for him. But it turned out to be more like this. It would go better, and then it would go worse, and then he got an apartment, and then things got worse again, and then he went to rehab, and then it got worse. And it's just, that's just how Joel's life kind of always was. And I was hoping it would get better. But after many years, honestly, I wasn't seeing any light at the end of the tunnel, and it was really hard for me to be involved for a number of reasons. And as for the ads on his videos, because some people had brought that up, see, Joel is on disability, and he's not allowed to earn money, and he had been living at my place for free, which is a small apartment. He'd been staying here on and off, and I finally got tired of letting him just stay on my couch. And so, after some time, we decided to put ads on the videos, and I did offer to him, would you like me to connect it to your bank account? And he said no. He didn't want that. And I know there's a limit of $100 for someone who's on disability. You're not allowed to make over that, or the government will just take it out of your check. And for whatever reason, he didn't want it going to his account. So we put it on my account, and I started charging him some rent. And the money that he made on YouTube would just contribute to his rent. I would just deduct that, and he'd just pay a difference. And it was a really small amount. It was a couple $100 to stay at my place. And that was the deal that, you know, he was okay with. So it's not like, you know, I was putting his troubles on YouTube and like raking in the money. It was never that much anyway. It was like maybe $100 a month at the most, at the peak of it. And that went towards his rent. And that was it. And why I took some of the videos down was after some time he felt that the videos with his detox were just too personal. So I took them off. And after he moved out, I also took the ads off the videos, or most of them. Most of them I took the ad off because, you know, I'm not posting his videos here to try to make money for myself. It was like nothing anyway. It was like $25 a month or something most of the time. So whatever. So anyone who's saying that, oh, you know, I exploited him or something, it wasn't like that at all. And you know, Joel had he has like more than one side to his person and his personality, and it's hard for me to talk about Joel because we went way back, and I love Joel very much. Even despite his troubles, Joel has a very charismatic, fun side. He's very intelligent, and he was good company. Except when he would get into a really dark mood, and sometimes those moods would last for months. And along with those moods would come the drug use. And I think he had a lot of problems. I really encouraged him to get help, like professional help. And, you know, they say you can lead a horse to water, you can't make him drink. And really, there's only so much I could do for Joel. And not wanting to be like a codependent kind of person, I had to just admit that I can't do anything for him. I can't help him anymore. And actually, it's just bringing me down. And I have family, so it's like it wasn't helping anybody. I wasn't trying to enable him. I was trying to, you know, give him some support. Some people said it was enabling. That wasn't my intention. I would help him, give him a place temporarily, and then he'd use drugs. Eventually, I'd kick him out. And then when he would come to me, like in the middle of winter, coughing up blood with pneumonia, I'd be like, yes, you can stay on my couch. But I wasn't like giving him money for drugs or whatever. And the condition here was, you know, he had to be clean. Anyway, it was really difficult, and it lasted for many years. And I, for a long time, I did not want to give up hope. I just really thought if Joel could just get clean and get it together, like all the best in him would come out. But, you know, that I guess wasn't meant to happen. And it definitely wasn't for me to make it happen. And so I just surrendered it. And also, we fell out. And he showed me a side of him that could be very vindictive. And to me, it was just a sign that, you know, really I need to just let this go. And let Joel go. And I still hope that Joel will get clean and face his problems and turn his life around and become someone who has something to give. Because he does, on some level inside, he has some things about him that can give to other people. But he's spent his life being very selfish. And when you live selfishly like that, you actually don't receive either. So you develop a very negative view, how the world is against you. And I see this happening with Joel. I hope for him to break the cycle. I hope for him to come out of that negativity and become someone who is loving and giving and who is living life instead of like walking around like a shell of himself. But whatever it is, I accept it's not up to me. It's up to God, and it's up to Joel. So it's out there. And God and Joel will deal with this problem. It's not mine to deal with. And so that's it. And I guess if I do hear that he passes away, or that he, you know, becomes a motivational speaker or writes a novel or something, I'll let you know. And by the way, I have my own channel, which is called The Truth of Girls, where I do like news commentary and stuff like that. A little bit of stuff about life too. So you can, you know, sub to my channel if you like. So thanks everybody for caring about Joel and for your comments. I read them. I care about you guys also. Maybe I'll put some videos on here in the future if you want to hear from me. But thanks everybody for everything, and I'll see you next time.